The girl quietly took off her stockings, although she felt shy inside. When she saw Jack honestly turn his head, she couldn't help but think Jack was such a fool. This week, Jack was lucky enough to sit next to the girl he liked. In his eyes, Jenny always seemed so clueless. Jenny often said strange things, but it was for this very reason that Jack found himself gradually liking her. He longed to be gazed at by Jenny's beautiful eyes, but the very next morning, Jenny's gaze suddenly turned cold. Although Jack was really curious about where her glasses had gone, Jenny's stubborn look was actually quite cute. So, Jack carefully circled back to his seat, and then, he subtly stole a glance at Jenny with the corner of his eye. He was afraid that if he wasn't careful, he might end up locking eyes with Jenny. But just then, Jenny suddenly greeted him. Jack was startled but politely replied, "Good morning." At that moment, he really wanted to ask Jenny why she wasn't wearing glasses. But before he could speak, Jenny explained why she wasn't wearing them. Jack learned that Jenny had simply forgotten her glasses. He found himself even more curious about this naturally clueless Jenny. Even though she couldn't see anything clearly, she still came to school like this, and she should have noticed it before leaving home. Had she already gotten used to such things happening? After seeing Jenny's helpless and pitiful look, Jack made up his mind. As a responsible desk mate today, Jenny's well-being was in his hands. But just then, Jenny suddenly called out to him. It turned out that Jenny couldn't find her history textbook because she couldn't see well. Just as Jack was about to lean over to help her search, he ended up locking eyes with Jenny. Jenny immediately pulled the desk closer. Jack was sitting next to the girl he liked, and this made it impossible for him to focus on the textbook. In fact, his heart was about to explode. The proximity startled Jack, but he was incredibly happy. It felt as though his relationship with Jenny was slowly growing closer.